Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're going to take a look at a beer that Peter, the master of hoppets, sent me from Denmark. It's from Øl, and this is Sort Mælk, or something like that. I don't know. Go watch Peter's review if you want to know how to pronounce it. It's a whiskey barrel-aged Imperial milk stout, 13.1%. So Peter raved about the beer. I probably commented like, I would love to try that, and then he sent me a bottle. So thanks to him, we got the beer poured out. It's a very dark beer, definitely stout-like character, light brown head on there, a lot of legs on the side of the glass. It's got pretty decent carbonation for a stout, which is nice. It's got the aroma on it. Yeah, definitely getting big whiskey barrel character. It's got a creaminess to it. You can tell they're using lactose in it. Get a lot of like dark fruit in there, like a oxidized sort of sherry cherry note. Get some of that like more burnt malt character, like a dark astringent sort of coffee character to it. So I'm also picking up a little bit of like a dark baker's chocolate character, some caramel notes in there too, but it's definitely a boozy beer. Picking up a lot of that alcohol note, so you can tell it was in some wet barrels. But it smells like a huge beer. Overall it's pretty roasty beer. So let's dig in. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. It's a little smoother drinking than the aroma kind of leads you to believe. It's not as intense. It doesn't have as much heat, I don't think, compared to the aroma. It's a very smooth, creamy beer. That lactose is really helping out. So up front, I got a lot of sweetness. It's got a good amount of sweet chocolate character. You get some of that cherry, sherry oxidation character I was mentioning, so it makes it kind of like a chocolate-covered cherry. So it's got a really big sweetness up front, and then the whole back end really dries out the beer. You're getting this charred, roasty, like almost like a campfire smoky character on the back end that mixes in with the alcohol, the whiskey. There's a little like spicy alcohol note in there, and then you get that wood component, that sort of just kind of raw oak character on the back end. That all dries out the beer immensely, and actually leaves a very, very dry finish on the beer. It balances out very well that way. It makes it a little more drinkable. It's not cloying at all, but it's definitely got big contrast on the front of the palate and then the end of the palate. So drinking on some more, you get some. I'm getting some like caramel notes up front, like a caramel sweetness, and then you sort of get like that whiskey sort of toffee caramel character in there as well. But the lactose adds a big creaminess to the beer. Overall, the mouthfeel is very nice. It's a very drinkable beer. And it's not overly cloying for 13.1%. So either they got the beer to dry out quite a bit, or all those other components are adding to it. Because I mean, the lactose is going to add a lot of mouthfeel and residual sweetness. But they managed to create a very unique beer, a very drinkable beer for 13.1%. So I'm going to go A- on this one. I think it's a really, really excellent beer. You don't get to try a lot of these type of beers, you know, a Imperial milk stout that's been barrel aged. But I think Øl did a pretty good job with this one. So big thanks to Peter for sending this one out. It's going to wrap it up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.